Hey guys. I decided not to do a live because I can't pay attention and answer questions at the same time. But I am about to do something they call a dip pour. So what I have is bubble wrap. I got it setting on a puppy pad from the dollar store. You get 4 in a pack for $1, so it's a great deal. Got your paints. You've got your canvas that I forgot to grab. And I'm going to grab 2 just in case I pour too much paint. And I'm going to turn the TV down so you can hear. I can't turn it off because it's HGTV and I'm infatuated. I just redid my workshop. I know it looks a mess, but trust me, it looks a lot better than it did before. So, got your canvas. Got your paints. I picked a red. These are Artist Loft paints, all of them. This is the pumps over there. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, big pumps of paint. But that's where the red came from. This is a light violet. This is a metallic purple. This is a deep magenta. And then I'm going to top it off with some black. I was concerned about if I wanted to do black or white, but I think black wins it. Grab a paper towel real quick. I have my brush resting in water to clean it off. Dry it off real quick before I stick it in the gesso. And, the gesso I'm about to use is so that I will use it to paint the mat. Floetrol that I love. Pouring medium we're going to use. Got my sticks to mix my paint. And my gesso. This is used to cover the canvas with. If you can open it. This is used to cover the canvas with. Keeps the paint from soaking in as much. So it is not cheap, but it makes a world of difference. So what I do with this is I paint the entire canvas with it. And then this is just like to seal the canvas, but if you wanted like a different color backdrop after you sealed it, you could paint it pretty much any color you want to paint it. So it just will add more protection. So the first coat that I put on, I try to go all one direction. I put it on pretty thick too, so that it covers up all the ridges. So I go one direction and then go back the other direction so it gets in the ridges of the canvas real good. And it really does make a difference. I mean, when I first started and I didn't know about using the gesso, I would do the paint on the canvas and then it would dry up and then you could see like all the ridges and stuff in the canvas. So if any of you have done pours before and you notice that, that is why. So the gesso helps it, and because I am normally pouring over the sides, I put it on the sides as well. So that when it goes, same thing, when it goes over the sides it doesn't look all dry and crackly and you see all of the canvas. And then this is just, I'm just using an 8x10 canvas. And then I'm being a lazy bird tonight. But if this was me getting it ready, if I was planning on selling this when I got finished, you should really tape off the bottom of the canvas so you don't have all the spillage from the paint just kind of hit or miss on the bottom of it. So, oh, I already did that side. I think I did 4 sides already. Yeah. Okay, so I do this real quick, and then put this in the water, and then I sit that there to let it dry while I mix up all my paints. I'm splattered gesso everywhere. I have on a brand new pair of black jeans that if my husband saw me, I would be in a lot of trouble. Because he does the laundry, so he sees all my mess ups basically. Okay, so use Floetrol. It helps the paint kind of thin out, move better. They tell you to 1 part paint. Oh wow, there's gonna be cells in here. Look, as soon as I put the paint in there, it's making all these crazy cells already. So this is going to be an interesting pull. But I put kind of 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol just to start. Probably going to use a lot more because I don't use a lot of the pouring medium. And yes, it's Liquitex, which is very expensive, but me and my dollar, what's that place called? Michael's Coupons? Yeah, so we're going to leave this down because we're probably going to need a whole lot more of that to thin it out. Pouring medium. Gives it a little effect. A few ripples here and there. And not very much paint at all, if you can see. That's all I need of that. I'll put that away. But I use Artist Loft paint from Michaels. It's super thick, but then it's diluted with the Floetrol and the pouring medium, and so a little bit goes a long way. Let's see. And we're gonna get it all nice and mixed up. I might have hit the jackpot on the first try. And it's kind of funny when you first look at it, it changes the whole color. That's the original color. That's what color it looks like now, until you get it all mixed up, and then the regular color comes back. So get them all mixed up. And don't nobody be mad at me because I ain't do no live. I can't multitask tonight. I'm tired. I just rearranged my whole craft room, which you can't see because all the rearranging I did is behind me and beside me. Over there I have a huge 7-turner that was on a ledge behind me, and every time you walk by you were bumping into stuff and it was sticking out in the walkway. I don't have a lot of room in here, so I couldn't take it anymore. I went ballistic and changed it up. So it is a mess in here, I know, but it looks a lot better. You should have seen it before I started. How about that? Alright, so that's the consistency that you want when you're trying to pour it. Get there, and as you can see, it was lighter. Now it's back to the pretty much the original color that it was. Mix all these up. I did way too much black because I don't want that much black in my design. But the fun part about using artist paint, and this is way too thin, is that I just cover it up with saran wrap. Actually, that's not bad at all. I cover it up with saran wrap and it'll last for another week, basically. Just cover it up with saran wrap and it'll stay in there. I can reuse it for whatever. And I'm debating on if I want to put any silicone drops in it to make some more cells, but I think we're gonna just go at it like this. So I'm sorry, I got 2 more colors to mix up, but I just wanted you guys to see me put the other stuff in it, the Floetrol and the pouring medium. Floetrol loosens it up, and then the pouring medium is what gives it all the crazy design to it. It's kind of thick. Maybe not. Nah. We'll go with it. Kinda, a little bit. Let's put a little bit more. Little more Floetrol in there. 2 more colors to go. Matte's almost dry. And we are probably 50% of the way done already. Pretty quick and easy. And has some amazing results. So 2 more colors to mix up. The only part about not doing this live is I don't have anybody to talk to, but if I talk to you and you talk back to me, I don't see it. And I don't like people to think I'm ignoring them. I'm scraping the sides because the Floetrol and all that will stick on the sides, and I want it in the paint, so beautiful texture. Okay, 1 more color, and then we are gonna pour. And we don't have to layer this in a cup. We actually pour it right onto the bubble wrap to do the dip. Like the fastest thing ever. Besides the fact that I did a little prep work before I called you. I already had the puppy pad out. I already had the bubble wrap out. And the paint in the cups already. So saved us maybe 6 minutes. I don't know. Not a lot. We're only 12 minutes into the video and we're almost done, so. And there's our red. Alright. So we have all of our consistencies together. Got our matte. It's just about dry. It's dry enough that it's not going to matter. Put my Floetrol back. Move this puppy out the way. Set that right there. And then, just so we don't waste the paint, I just like to get a general idea of where my starting and stopping lines are, so I know how much paint I need to pour, basically. So I'm gonna start with a dark purple, and basically all we do is pour like little V shapes. You can pour any shape you want. When I learned this, it was V's, so I do V's, I guess. Ooh, look at that purple. It's metallic. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it real good, but it looks amazing. And this is about as far as we're going to go right here with the paint. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to lay our canvas down on the mat. I'm just kind of pouring me a little perimeter. So I think we're going to do dark purple. Then we're going to do light purple. A little bit through the middle just to get us a little. I want to try to cover up, by the time we're done, as much of the bubble wrap as possible so that when you lay the canvas down you get a good cover. We've got some left if we don't get it filled up. I think I'm going to go with this red next. I know it looks a mess, but the end result's gorgeous, I promise. I have no idea what these colors are going to look like smashed together, so we're going to find out at the same time. Woohoo! And hopefully it doesn't look a hot freaking mess. However, I make no promises. A little this, a little that. We'll run a little streak through the middle like everybody else. Give us a little more coverage. That's our red. We're going to go on our lighter purple now. And I think I'm going to put this up top on top of everything else. Woo. And this is a lot of paint. I can tell you right now I'm going to end up doing more than one canvas because this is a lot of paint. I tried to mix only a little bit. But at least this gives you an idea of how much paint you don't need. And my bees are turned into a disaster. Put this on the outside. I'll make a new V right here. And a little black. And I'm just going to do it in a zigzag. All the way across just to cover up everything. Not too much black. I don't want too much black. We're going to go back and add a little purple in some places to layer the colors. If I can get any more out. Here it comes. I know this looks a horrid mess, but when I get done, you'll be like, oh my god, Nisi, that is so nice. Or not, depending on how it turns out. So we're going to scooch some down here so we can get it out a little bit better. I think we have more than enough paint. I'm literally going to be able to do another canvas with this. Today or yesterday or some point I went to the store and I bought some little teeny tiny, so it'd be cute to have this canvas and then a little accent. What other color should I put on there? The light again? I got a little bit left. We'll do a little bit just to make sure. I'm just making sure that I got all the bubble wrap parts kind of mixed up together. Just a little bit. And I'm hoping I did enough to cover the mat. And we are almost done. Literally, as soon as I lay this down here, our fun is over. So we're 17 minutes in. Just want to make sure. Didn't quite make it big enough, but that's alright. We're going to get it to the edges. So now, all you do, literally, is take your mat, take your canvas that is really dry, put it on top, get you some texture. That's why I wasn't too concerned about it not quite reaching the ends, because while you're pushing it down to get it where it needs to go, make sure it gets to the ends. It kind of squeezes out. I'm scared I'm going to miss this corner right here because I don't see any paint going over here. So I might have to cheat and dip it over a little bit. I see paint over there. Paint on these corners. I don't see paint on this corner. See if I can get a little bit. I'm pretty sure I missed the edges, so I might have to dip them in the mess after we get done. Okay, that's it, guys. And then we lift it up. And that's your design. And I missed the corner something horrible, so I'm going to try to dip the corners without messing up the whole decor. Okay, here's that. Look at this corner. That. Get this corner. Oop. And there's that. And that, oops, I missed a corner. Right here. And that's your design. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's it. I think, personally, I think it looks freaking amazing. So, see a couple of bubbles in there. Now we will take our little heat gun, get a little bit of design in it, a little bit. You gotta hold it flat because there's a lot of paint on there. Make sure we get rid of our bubbles a little bit. We get rid of our bubbles, but then we make a couple of cells show up. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Couple of cells in there. And then something else you can do, and it's completely up to you, but I like to do it. I like the sides covered as well. Since we're not pouring, I just take the sides. Ooh, missed a little part. And I dip the sides so the sides are decorated as well. Last one. And voila. That's it. I don't know if you like it. I love it. I like the little ripples it makes. I like the color combination. But that is literally it. That's called a dip. Because you dip it on bubble wrap, put your colors down, any colors you want, squeeze it on, let it come out, dip your sides if you so desire, keep the mat clean if you can on the bottom. The drippies. Get the drippies off so the bottom of your mat is not a wretched mess. And that's it, guys. That's literally all there is to it. Easiest thing in the world. We like dips. Piece o' cake. Now, get it set up here a little bit. My husband was kind enough to cut me out all these little wood blocks so that I can lay stuff down. Got it sticking to everything. I didn't get a lot of paint on the bottom, so. And sit that right there and let it dry. And that is it. And I have quite a bit of paint left, so I'm gonna dip a couple little ones to match it. And I did not put gesso on these, so when they dry, they'll look totally different. Maybe I'll post a picture in the group before I cover them to give them a little coating to show you the difference. But bought these little things from Walmart. I think they were 97 cents a piece. But I hate wasting paint, so I'm just gonna dip it and come up with amazing little images like that. Get the sides. Oh boy. Now I got an extra ripple, but it still looks mighty cool. These are so, oh god. These are so tiny, it's hard to hold on to and get the edges covered the way I'm supposed to, but here goes nothing. I'm getting there. One more. There we go. Now I got a good grip on it. So that's it. I'm gonna cover up a few of these with my excess paint because I hate throwing paint away, but that's the design, if you can see it. Nice little waves in there. a couple of them. And I still think there's a lot of paint left. I probably could do another 8x10 canvas, but I won't. I'm just gonna dip these last little 4. And it's kind of cool because depending on, my God, this plastic is relentless. Depending on where you lay it, you're gonna get totally different colors that come out. So this one, we'll lay it right there. Get all that lovely purple. And I think I'm gonna cheat and dip it in the black a little bit to give it a little contrast. Get the sides dipped. And figure out how to turn this around without dropping it. Get the other side. And voila. I hope you can see that good. I don't know. I don't know if you can see the design, all the waves and stuff. Probably doesn't look really good on camera, but I promise in person it looks pretty darned amazing. And that's basically it. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna do my last 2 little canvases here and call it a day. So if anybody attempts this, please, oh please, post it so I can see how it turns out. And then like I said, I'll show pictures. Where do I want to do it? Here. Get some red. I'll show pictures tomorrow of the difference of when you use the gesso and when you don't. But aside from that, thank you guys for watching. I will be online to check and see if anybody checked out my video. Hopefully you guys liked it. I hope somebody tries it. That's what I hope, because I want to see somebody else's work. I'm popping bubbles over here. Popping bubbles. Trying to get the mat covered all the way. But I think this is freaking amazing. I love it. I could play and paint all day, every day. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Hopefully it inspires you to go play and paint, because it is freaking amazing. I love it. Aside from that, happy crafting. Bye.